Hello and welcome, all my beautiful vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Libra suns, have big Libra placements, or are cross watchers for Libra. Welcome to your month ahead messages, looking at the month of March 2025. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards to look at your overarching themes for the month ahead, and then I'm going to use the tarot to clarify, get further details and messages. So let's get into it, shall we? Crazy month. Really weird energies. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm releasing these a little tad late. I apologize. I'm doing my best, but it's been a lot. There's been a lot happening. I'm not going to take these, but I want to look. Woo! Okay, we have culmination with the root chakra, and then we have eudaimonia, and it's reversed. Eudaimonia, I didn't know what that word was when I got this deck, and that's exciting. I like learning a new word. But eudaimonia refers to a state of harmony between two beings, two energies, two entities. This can be harmony between our internal reality and our external reality is reversed. There is a situation that either it's been causing you it's been very destabilizing, right? We have Uranus energy here. I'm sorry, it's never not funny. I try really hard. So there could have been something that kind of came out of left field and shook you up a little bit, shook you to your core. We have this energy of left is right, right is left, up, down, all that good stuff. And it's been hard to get stable, or this is something that you're dealing with this month. You're trying really hard to find stability once again. With culmination, this could be the culmination of several things kind of all falling away all at once. Yeah, initiation at the bottom. Whatever difficult cycles you have been going through that have felt destabilizing, or you are still experiencing in the month of March, they are leading to this spiritual initiatory process. They do have purpose. I know it doesn't make them less of a pain in the ass, but they do at least have purpose. You guys, my hair is crazy. It's wash day, but not yet. We're getting there. Some of you, this may be in your career. Some of you, this is just some of you, this has to do with your beliefs, and some of you, this has to do with like your daily, like how you live your life. Especially if you have Libra placements in your 6th, 9th, or 10th house. So let's look at your big themes. We have insight, the universal chakra. Oh boy. Okay, with the peach selenite, by the way. Card 19, that reduces to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. So there is an ending and a beginning here. There is a culmination. And the eudaimonia card was card 9. So again, you've been going through something that was sort of helping you wrap up a cycle. And it feels like this month there is this like finale. Excuse my energy. Excuse my burp. Sorry, I like that. Excuse my energy. I think I'm just going to start saying that when I'm just having a spicy kind of day. That's really funny to me. Okay. And we have the Desert Jasper with Vesta and Resolve. Okay, a lot of you guys, this has a lot to do with where you live. Vesta is the goddess of hearth and home. So whenever this comes up for me, this speaks a lot of resolving an issue in your home or with your community. And when I see this image on this card, I always think about this, especially with the universal chakra. I think about this like connecting to your spiritual family, connecting to like-minded individuals, connecting to people with whom you do your spiritual work. Even if that's psychically, telepathically, you're spiritually connected, even if you're not with them in real life. So a lot of you guys, you could be connecting in the astral. But it feels like there's this sense where you may have experienced a lot of disharmony in your interpersonal relationships. And I know if you got a Libra placement, that's hard for you. But a lot of disharmony, a lot of things falling away. Some of you, it's just like where you live, the environment. This could be your home, the town you live in. It just doesn't feel like it fits anymore, and you're feeling called somewhere else. And I do see that being something that is, sorry to get the deck, that is, there's a point of culmination with that, right? We saw even that root chakra energy. There's a sense of leaving behind something that has felt like home, that you've built a foundation on. And so this month, it feels like you're resolving something having to do with that energy in your life. I want to look at this card, but not take it. The Hierophant. Some of you have been arguing with the people in your life about beliefs, or it's just created a lack of harmony, right? You and somebody that you care about. Again, it's like you might just be being called in different directions. And it kind of feels like with that Hierophant, you're both committed to your path, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. you know, the Hierophant is an energy of somebody who's very values driven, somebody who they really stick to their morals, to their beliefs. And it may just be that you and the people in your life, or you and somebody in particular, just have diverging paths, right? And so there might be this kind of resolution to sort of let bygones be bygones, or just kind of accept that you guys are not getting on the same page and that you might just not be in alignment anymore with this person. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. 3 of Wands. Yep. And the 2 of Cups. Very clear message. Look at the placement. They've got their back turned to the 10 of Wands reverse. A lot of you guys are letting go of the struggle. You're letting go of some of you are letting go of some sense of responsibility. It's like, okay, I did my best. I put in the best effort. I put my best foot forward. I really, really tried. But it feels like you guys are letting go of difficult relationships that just take a lot out of you, that have burdened you, that take a lot of your energy. And instead, you're looking to the future for things that match your energy a lot more. We have the Caduceus, so things that are more healing for you. Things where there's equal give and take, things where you are emotionally on the same page. You have the same emotional values. There is harmony there very strongly with the 2 of Cups. The High Priestess. This is what I mean. Pisces energy showing up. This is something that you're feeling drawn to. The letters J or B might be significant, but this is something that you're feeling drawn to that goes back to that insight with the universal chakra. You're already connecting psychically with people that you are going to be aligned with and on the same page with. So this is a month where you're really resolving and you're letting go of this energy. How are you resolving it? Yeah, because I feel like with the 9 of Swords, it causes you way too much stress. Excuse my burp. So how are you resolving it? Yeah, 6 of Swords. Some of you, you're literally moving and you're like, okay, it's fine. Like, you know, what am I going to do? Others of you, you're moving on, you're accepting this in your, you know, in your mental space. And it's interesting, we have a couple of Wands cards. We have like fire and water here, right? So there's like this spiritual energy of, you know, releasing the past and kind of getting connected energetically and emotionally to our vision of the future. But then we have this mental energy for what you're leaving behind. So at a very like mental, cerebral level, you're detaching and resolving. Some of you, you're having communication that resolves an issue, and it's kind of like, okay, you know, we've patched things up. We've come to some kind of agreement. Again, let bygones be bygones. And so we're moving on, but you know, there's a sense of like understanding and respect. I'm getting the word space. So like you guys are giving each other adequate space. There's just kind of this recognition of like, things aren't the same. Space has grown between us. Yeah, the Empress is at the bottom. There we go. Libra. Taurus as well. And it feels like this has a lot to do with what you want to grow in your life, right? This could have to do with like, as your sense of self and self-value, your idea of abundance has changed and has evolved. That naturally changes the course of your relationships and what you would consider to be a reciprocal equivalent relationship. But this feels like this resolve energy is that you're moving on. And again, it feels like about what you want to grow. Yeah, the 4 of Cups reversed. This to me is acknowledging your feelings, right? And it usually prompts us to action. I feel like you and somebody else where it's just been like really stuck energy. There's an acknowledgement of feelings. There could be this kind of sense of like, you know, I see where you're coming from. I'm sorry I made you feel like that. There's kind of like a sense of like, you know, wanting to like you guys acknowledging each other's feelings, but it doesn't necessarily change the outcome or the circumstances. More, it just changes how you feel about it, right? So let's say like you really need somebody to show up in a friendship in a particular way, and they're saying, I get why you need that, but I just can't do that. I can't offer you that. I can't meet your needs. Or like if you and somebody like a loved one, you have differing beliefs, right? Somebody's saying, I understand why that's so important to you, but my beliefs are equally important to me and I can't change them any more than you can change yours, right? There's kind of that's like, I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of the energy. Knight of Wands, and I feel like, again, there's a heavy energy here of travel as well. Some of you, there's a lot of desert scenery. So some of you live in like a desert climate. Some of you are moving from a desert to like more of a like rural countryside kind of an energy, or vice versa. But there's this big energy here of moving. Some of you may have been sticking around because of this person, and there's kind of this acceptance of like, I understand you need to go, right? You guys could be having this talk with somebody, especially if it's a family member. There's like a sense of like, I understand you need to go. I don't take it personally. The Six of Swords for me, it is a card of finding mental peace, but it also carries kind of this note of like inner child healing to me, because it usually shows a woman and her child in the boat. And so it feels like as you've kind of worked on this recent cycle of healing yourself, possibly over the last 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years, as you've really worked on this cycle, the relationships that you maybe used to hold dear, or the way that you did things in relationships, doesn't resonate anymore. And so it kind of feels like there's something where, as you've changed and grown, and possibly the other person has too, you guys have been fighting to try to keep something more here. And it feels like you guys are kind of letting that go this month. Yeah, because there's the Empress again at the bottom. You've done the healing. You're manifesting something different for yourself because you've done the inner work first. You've changed your energy, and thus now you're changing your external reality. Yep, Magician, when I cut the deck, you're manifesting. And there's one sticking out, the Page of Cups. It feels like you've done, again, a lot of that inner child healing, and you're manifesting from that. Some of you are manifesting a new creative partner or project that will take you very far. But there's definitely a heavy energy here of being prepared or preparing this month, especially energetically, psychically, emotionally, to connect to the next chapter of your life. So this month at the external level is going to be a lot about kind of detaching and letting go and finding peace, right? Maybe with a slightly heavy heart, but finding peace with what was, and the fact that everything has a cycle, everything has to come to an end. And it doesn't have to be, I'm almost getting this energy where it doesn't necessarily have to be the story of a hero and a villain. It could just be a matter of alignment and timing. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys for your month ahead. I hope that's been helpful. I want to thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today. And I'm wishing you big, beautiful blessings. Take care.